So I am forcing myself to create, and I'm feeling a little crazy. Not like lock me up in a insane asylum kind of crazy, but I'm feeling crazy because my brain is constantly juggling ideas of what to create. The hard part about being me and being a school principal, being uh, a father, um, a co-parent, a brother, the eldest son, Nigerian, all these facets of who I am is that there are all these expectations of what I should be doing and how I should be doing it. The fact that I'm sitting here right now as a 48-year-old man who has a YouTube channel and posts on Instagram and on LinkedIn and sits in front of a camera like this and talking to the camera is something that people still think it's a waste of time, and people still think it's something that should be relegated to the youth, those who are younger. But I'll tell you this is a form of art. Being able to sit in front of a camera and express yourself is a form of art, but it's also a form of therapy. Being able to sit here and actually engage in conversations and putting your thoughts onto video. It's like keeping a journal, but instead I'm just talking into the lens and talking to our camera and being bold enough to put it out there for the world to see. Not only that, um, this is also my way of documenting my existence for my children, for anyone else out there to see. And this is how I'm using this space. I would love to say that I'm building this channel to have 1 million followers so I can make $1 million. That's not, I mean, it would be great, but that's not even close to how I'm thinking about this. I am constantly playing in this space because I want to see what the possibilities are. I am a teacher by profession. I am a teacher by nature. So I'm always exploring so I can discover, which is funny because the name of my school that I'm principal of is Exploration and Discovery. I'm always exploring so I can discover more about me and that thing that I'm doing. Um, but yeah, it forces me to be in a space where people are like, man, you bold. You know, man, like I couldn't do what you do. Or people just simply asking why. Like, why are you doing this? Are you trying to get followers? Are you trying to get clout? No, I am a creative, and you never get too old to create, and you should never be too busy to create. This is my space to put out into the world my thoughts and who I am. And I know I'm repeating myself, but think about this. So right now, there's somebody watching this right now who's actually, you know, trying to figure out how to release, how to express themselves. Because we live in a society that says that you gotta be careful what you say, how you say it, what you say. I don't believe that. I think the world would be a better place if we were bold enough to speak our truths and be like, this is what I believe, this is what I see. You know, even if it infringes on others' feelings, not physically. I think it's very important for us to really understand that this tool, this platform, whatever it is that you're doing, even if you're just recording and you're putting it into a hard drive like a time capsule to go back and look at, or even for your family, this is important. You gotta create. Today, I got to create in multiple spaces. I had fifth graders visiting my school, potentially who might be attending here next year, and before I went up to talk to them as the principal of Exploration and Discovery, I had my camera and I was recording them. I was taking pictures because I wanted to capture this moment, this visit, because some of those kids might end up being here. I want to be able to show them this is who you were before you were here. But I also wanted to capture the amazing students of mine who were facilitating the visit and answering questions and sitting there, young adults that I'm so proud of because I remember when they were just them, sixth graders, right? Today I got to create. I got to play with the camera and realize, wait a minute, why is the footage looking very choppy as I'm recording video. And my brain said, your frame rate is too low. And then the other side of my brain said, oh, snap. That answer came so quickly because I'm recording in 4K 60. My shutter speed had to be at least 120, which is really 125 because I can only set it to 125. So that at least I had a shutter speed that was double the frame rate. So when people are moving, it was more of a natural movement. Like right now when I'm doing this, it doesn't look like a blur, Like again, these are the things that when I'm creating, my brain allows me to do other things. Allowing my brain to do other things allows me to not be so neurotic as a principal. Allows me to exercise all of myself in the school building so my kids get to see me, not just as the neurotic person who's doing compliance and running around and trying not to get in trouble, versus the person who's calm, relaxed, getting the work done, but also engaging my community so my kids see me and I get to see them. I got to create today. I got to sit in a AI professional development this morning. The principal, Mark, I believe is his first name, principal over at Edison Tech. Not Edison Tech, Staten Island Tech, who shared all the amazing tools that he uses in school that is based on artificial intelligence. From the deep fake video he does of himself, present to families in video in different languages. So I got to see him speaking Russian and Mandarin, even though he doesn't speak Russian and Mandarin, but it was his voice and it was in another language thanks to AI. And he shared how his parents who don't speak English or are more fluent in Mandarin were so excited that he had learned Mandarin. But he was honest in saying, no, I didn't learn Mandarin, but I leveraged technology to be better able to communicate with you. He was creating, and it's now inspiring me to create. So as soon as I turn off this video, I'm going to go on my laptop. I'm going to go to that website or that application you talked about, and I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to create myself so that I can speak to my families in Spanish. And I know I've been in New York for 20 years and I still can't speak Spanish, but however, AI is going to help me do something amazing for my families. Yeah, I know this has been just a random flow of thoughts, but you know what? I'm still going to post it because I want to create. And so my creations are going to be amazing and entertaining. A lot of them are just going to be this. Either way, it's my creation, and I'm going to create. All right, y'all. Be well. So part of creating is making sure that you're brave enough to capture what's happening around you. I know I say brave, but it is kind of scary a little bit when you have a camera in your hand and everybody's asking, what are you doing? Well, I'm fortunate that at my school that my kids, my staff, families, parents know that we are documenting the greatness that we are creating every day. So here is footage from visits from fifth graders to our school as we try to expand our incoming class for next school year. Enjoy.
We have like pretty big, so like you could like do whatever you want. You could play basketball. You could just walk around with your friends and run the track. You could play soccer, football, volleyball. Like you could just do whatever you want, basically.
Simon says stop. Simon says do 2 jumping jacks. Simon says run in place. Simon says touch your head. Simon says touch your back. Touch your knees. Simon says be quiet. Simon says be loud. Simon says go in a circle. Simon says jump in the face. Simon says jog. Simon says dance. Simon says touch your back. Simon says touch your head. Simon says touch your nose. Touch your knees.